Hey guys, my name is Poppy and I want to welcome you back to the Sensu Pop channel. Today for this video, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Instead of doing a gameplay video or a deck profile, I am going to be doing a video talking about 5 decks that kind of need Zenkai support, right? Don't take this as a technical analysis. I didn't do any of this. It's more like, hey, I want to play this deck. Can you give me some help over there? The game itself, Dragon Ball Super card game, does not have a traditional block. That means all cards are legal, except for those that are on the banned and errata list. However, they do have a non-traditional like a block, which basically means new mechanics has been introduced. And if you use these mechanics, your decks are going to be a little bit more powerful. For example, previously it's the Unison block, right? So when you are playing with Unison card, you get access to all these very powerful counterplay, counterattack cards that you can use it for free just because you make use of the Unison card. And the Unison card becomes more and more powerful, and I think Bandai kind of needs to do something about it. Right now, we are in the Zenkai block, and I really think that some of these decks, older decks, kind of need some support. A disclaimer, Bandai actually do a really good job in retroactively provide some support for the older decks, right? So, but I want to highlight some decks that maybe sometime something went wrong along the way and becomes a little bit unplayable. That kind of maybe would benefit, especially now if we have some Zenkai leader, Zenkai battle card support. So basically, this is the list that I want to put. Before we go on to the rest of this video, I appreciate it. You can give this video a like. However, the most important thing, write it down in the comment section. What are some of the 5 decks that you want some Zenkai support for it? It would be really nice to see if we get anything correct. Alright, so without further ado, let's go to the first one. What else could it be except for? It's gonna be Broly, Dark Broly and Paragus. There are several reasons why I kind of picked this as my first choice or one of the choices. It's because this deck itself, I like Dark Broly, Super Saiyan 4. It's always my favorite Super Saiyan form. I always think that it looks super good. However, Dark Broly and Paragus, something went wrong along the way. It was like meta, really powerful deck. However, Bandai, the errata was a little bit too strong. The reason is this, the activate battle, right? You choose one black card with 30k and only once per turn, you get an extra 5k from it if you discard it from your battle area or from your hand. The problem is that if you're gonna play this deck theme, a lot of cards are 0+0k. It's more than half of your deck. It's going to be 0+0k. So I really wish that we get past this somehow, you know, and get a Zenkai leader that kind of said that, hey, if you can choose not one black battle card, but one black Dark Broly card. If we can do that, that would be really good, because I think that should be the way to go. Because if you're going to do like 0+0k, if you're going to play the Towa, you're going to play the Paragus, yeah, you're gonna be having a hard time comboing, because if your opponent swings at you 15k, you don't have combo power in your hand. Okay, so really give me like maybe a leader that kind of corrects that. That would be good. Or just Anirata that and just say it's Dark Broly, Towa, or Paragus. I would really appreciate that a lot. The next one, it's so obvious that it is a wish list. I really think that nobody plays this deck other than me. Kind of one of my favorite decks in this game, because if we talk about unique mechanics, nothing is more unique than this. This game itself, it is very important for you to have big hand size and to keep your opponent's hand size low. That's how you kind of win the game. This deck itself, no, it doesn't make that. It goes against all that logic. You just throw it out of the window if you want to play this deck. He draws cards, and your opponent draws also if you're doing that. However, you gain some advantage. If you play this deck itself, you kind of know, oh, actually this deck has so much potential. It's extremely fun, and the best part is, because you make your opponent draw a card, also your opponent, you're gonna be the most popular guy in your whole logo if you play that. The thing about this card, why it needs some help, it's because your opponent does have a lot of cards in their hands. One of the thing that makes it makes this to balance it out is to give this leader 20k on the back. Yes, this leader is 20k on the back. The thing now, there's so many Zenkai leader that has 20k. kind of negates the purpose, right? So maybe give me one that is 25k. Does exactly the same thing, but 25k. Would be good. If you're gonna give me 30, that's also fine. Like for one turn during the end of your opponent's turn, 30 would be good. So give me 4, like a leader that could do that. That would be very, very nice. I would love it so much. Make your opponent draw more, like 5. I don't care. But give it to me. And yeah, it used to be like 20k. Pretty nice for defensive purposes, but right now a lot of Zenkai leader, they're 20. So doesn't make any difference. The next one, it is going to be this yellow android from BT13. The reason is it's because of the easy unison removal right now. This deck itself needs this unison to work. The leader and the unison work so closely together. If your opponent knows this, puts in Black Smoke Dragon, bam, the unison is dead, then you will have a very, very hard time to do it. Do a little bit like how they help with Jiren, right? The red Jiren, and also the Spaceship Goku GT, right? The Go Onto the Spaceship Avenger, such a great deck. Anyways, give a battle card and stuff like that that could bring the unison back onto the table itself, because Jiren can do that with the small 1-drop Jiren, and the other one is the spaceship kind of gives it barrier, so you kind of protect it a little bit, right? So do something like that. Either have a Zenkai leader that protects the unison, brings back the unison, or have a card that does like a Zenkai battle card that does exactly the same. That would be pretty good. This deck itself, extremely fun, interesting mechanics, because you kind of remove the skills of your opponent's card and then you absorb them and you absorb them. I wish that we could do something like that. Give it a little help and this deck will still be pretty much playable. The next one, it is going to be this Jiren. Okay, this Jiren itself, they did get a little bit of support, but it is not Zenkai support. It comes in the form of one battle card. This deck itself, it's extremely fun, quite potent. The problem is, it kind of needs the unison to work. So Bandai actually gave a promo card, like a battle card, the one called Jiren, that brings this unison from your draw back into your battle area, just in case you kind of need it or your opponent managed to pop it off. The thing about this is that because this card is Jiren itself, why not we have a leader that could swing even harder? If your opponent, it used to be if you're swinging at 20, if your leader swings at 20, that's a lot. If your leader swings at 25, that's really a lot. But what about we have a leader that is already 20 and it could swing at 30, right? So basically give a little bit of upgrade with the leader itself. The deck, I think it works fine. Don't need for a battle card. If you guys want a powerful Jiren battle card, why not? It went to green though, but could we give one to red? Red is also one of those that doesn't really have too much generic Z battle cards. So except for Vegeta itself, right? We don't have a lot of option for battle cards, Z options for to put into the deck itself. So maybe give some for Jiren and make this deck even way more playable. And I think this deck is gonna come back into maybe like top 8 or top 16 list. The last pick, of course, I have to do something fun with it. It is gonna be a super popular character in this card game itself. It's gonna be the evil Dr. Wiro and Dr. Kuchin, the evil scientist. You know, everything that you do, it's not Dr. Jiro's lab, it's Dr. It's the Doctor's Jiro evil lab. Okay, it's the Airbridge reference, right? It's so super funny though. Okay, so this deck itself, okay, nobody's gonna be playing it. Trust me, nobody's playing it. You maybe you see it in your logo or like kitchen table. However, it's super popular. I think right now, maybe just not give any support. I know, right? This is about support, but give us a new deck, but play it the same way, you know, with all this deck that try to put it under the lab and under the lab and under the lab, and you have I think around 16 is that the magic number? I know 16 is Doctor, it's this Beerus Beerus number, right? But what is the number for Dr. Chichiro's lab? Write it down in the comment section, let me know. But use it, and you are able to do it. The thing is, if we said, okay, have a Zenkai support, what could it be? I would say give it a 20 base, because you need to be very defensive with this deck. So make your opponent swing a little bit harder just to do the damage. I think that would be good. And yeah, I believe that would be, or maybe a Zenkai card that could come out at 1, do a little bit of searching, and helps you either with a revive, because this is the revive mechanics deck, or be able to do like a blocker or evolve like your big one for less energy. I think that would be like pretty good. Okay, so yeah, basically this is like how I think we're gonna play it. Like, take a look at the card. It is so good looking, right? And that's what I want. If we can get this 5, let me choose out of this 5, 3. First, Dark Broly, please. Yeah, either give me a new deck that's Dark Broly, or give some Zenkai support. I would pick the Android also. I kind of need the Androids to work, and give me Lord Slug. The top 3. I would love it so much, right? So either give us a new deck. Lord Slug already has a new deck, so Lord Slug definitely needs some Zenkai support. I will prefer that. When it comes to Dark Broly, Zenkai support would help. And the Android, Zenkai support. All 3 of them, please. Thank you. That would be very nice. Hey guys, we have come to the end of this video, and if you have put your top 5 at the in the comment section, did you get anything right? What did I get wrong? I would definitely read the comment section. Let me know, what do you think about my choices for top 5? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I would like to hear from you. Alright, so this is just a really fun video I decided to make. So yeah, if you like this video, I appreciate if you give this video a like. Subscribe if you want to support me and the channel. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. Follow me on Instagram, I'm pretty active there. I certainly hope you guys are okay. See you guys in the next video. Ciao, bye.